Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. And it's corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ronaldinho plays it short. Oh, important interception. Seedorf. Might be danger here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Mateus. Messi. That's a little off target. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Now it's Pelé. Pelé! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pelé is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Seedorf. Al-Kubasi deals with that comfortably. So we're still where we started right now. Looking for options for movement. Rafael Varane. Now it's Hazard. Mateus. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Dijk does well to get it back. Dink through. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Looking for the run. It's a good-looking delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Neymar can't really justify missing that, can he?
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. Oakland Roots have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's beautifully weighted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice.
It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Ronaldinho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Nice looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Neymar. Threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's forced to go back.
Oakland Roots certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Foot in. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's a sharp pass. Ronaldinho looking to penetrate opposition lines. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Van de Ven. Some really good ball movement. Dani Olmo. Neymar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Oakland Roots really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. And another try! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. You can shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van de Ven. Ronaldinho.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he whips it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rafael Varane, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's having a go! great reaction. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Del Piero.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's made its way to him. Shot, surely! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Oakland Roots are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Tries to play it through.
Oakland Roots may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Mateus gets a foot in here. Solar. Chance! And that would have won it.
Ronaldinho has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Passing nice and neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pedri. Barcelona finding their path. He's having a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Cambio de jugadores.
Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Distributed tidily. And it's Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Ronaldinho. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Adriano! They've got to be quick to recover this, and it's come back out to him. Sticks it away! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Spread neatly. Pass is just off target. Right card.
4 minutos de descuento.
Doué. And it's Zanetti. Doué takes aim and climbs up big! They've scored! Deep, deep into injury time! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Oakland Roots really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Pacho makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
He's a player who just seems to have a radar for danger. It's as simple as that. And he's great at picking the right moment to step in and break up an opposition attack. I'd be surprised if they don't put in a decent defensive showing with him in place.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mateus. Oh, what a climb! Goal! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 5 minutes is number 6.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. Chance, surely! It's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands.
It's Kagawa! And the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Kagawa. Thinks about the shot. Played back. Shifted it to the flank. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Now it's Kagawa. Takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Van de Ven is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass is just off target. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pacho. And Zanetti. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
That's going in strongly.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, that's a waste.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Not the most convincing of passes. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's a cute ball. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar. Kagawa. And it's Beckham. He's picked his way through. Beckham stood his ground strongly. That's a decent clearance. And a shot! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mateus is offering a wry smile there.
Kagawa looking to penetrate opposition lines. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he can clear it away. He steps in. He's having a go! Oh, a very decent attempt. And the counter is on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gets into some space. Not the most accurate pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, easy pickings there. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the defence. Neymar's cross. Big header! Oh, it rattles the bar! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Mateus. And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Kagawa could try. He's having a shot! Zanetti. Pressing high and with purpose. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pacho. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking for a runner. Zanetti calmly anticipates. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's a chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
That's been cut out, well played. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. No outsmarting him this time. Tacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's burst through! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he...
Mateus!
Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Azar. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
He's in space and looking for options. And he's had a hit! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been won straight back. Cannavaro cuts it out. That has ended up in no man's land. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Driving on and making good progress. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, they're probably going to bend it in. They'll need a good in-swinger, though.
That'll be a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Nicked it back promptly. Looking to play him in. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. He rises! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And it's Azar. Tries to pass it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Zanetti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Kagawa. Real chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to...
He's going for goal! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Coming on the field is number 8, De Bruyne.
Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is...
And a chance!
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
15,
Tries to play it through.
Number 24.
It's a searching pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Oakland Roots clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Beckham. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Beckham. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Can he get it through? And here's Beckham. That's good running with the ball. Lovely feet. Beckham! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely shaped ball. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Forlan. Good running, strong and purposeful. Out to the right. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Lopez, looking for options for movement. Great chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Very nicely done. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hangs in a cross. Oh, there's a probing ball. Iniesta. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Neymar. He's in a great position, and he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Cleared without complication.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van der Sar sends that a long way. Looking for the run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Messi. Forlan! Forlan! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting better and better. And he stuck it away, and it's Neymar! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Vermin. Borussia Dortmund were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah.
Iniesta! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Picked out, and the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Done delicately. No way through there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bonucci is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mateus. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Can he finish? Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
He's through and all alone! He's having a shot! That has not gone well. Dani Olmo, and now the breakaway.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Messi. Koundé.
Minutes has been indicated.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Zanetti. Looking for a runner. That is good alertness. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
There's the start of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mateus. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Azar. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Cannavaro. Iniesta. And here's Azar. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Mateus knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. Busquets.
The attendance
Busquets
for this match was
steaming forward.
28,997.
Busquets. This is promising. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Some resolute defending there. Rijkaard. And Fermin. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
17, Messi.
Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Climbs up big. Really well taken goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 72 minutes is
There's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Well, they have a goal. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Borussia Dortmund are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And the shot's on here. Fermin. Now it's Iniesta. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, such a clever touch.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Koundé makes the interception. Busquets. Now it's Iniesta. He's got away. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Iniesta. And the through ball. And he welcomes it in. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So, third corner of the game. Look at this chance to shoot! And he's there to get it away. Bonucci. And it's gone back to the keeper. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 7, Rafinha.
Cleared without hesitation. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, there's the clearance.
There will be be 5 minutes.
That's a simple one for the keeper. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. There's the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Out for a throw. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Busquets. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Iniesta. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, it's Batistuta. And it's Zanetti. He is through here! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fermin puts his foot on the gas. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Donatoni. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Joelinton producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's onside! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Barcelona finding their passes. Hit into the middle. Could move up a gear here. And that was very necessary. And he's managed to gift it back. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Mateus wins the duel this time. It's a promising position, and he's being shifted off it. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's managed to get free. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. And that should get the job done. Now it's Tonali. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Joelinton threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Belletti. Nice looking ball. And the counter is on. Belletti. And it's Lopez. And here's Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe! Oh, split second second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tonali.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, that's a key interception. Has a look and plays it forward. An instinctive delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And that's too far for anyone. Vermeer. Mateus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... And it's Batistuta. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Looking for options for movement. Cross climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Batistuta. He's had it taken off him. Oh, they could break here. That has ended up in no man's land.
There will be 1 minute
We
at a
expected
time.
better, and so did he. Howson with the clearance. Vermeer. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Oakland Roots really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, that's a waste.
Mateus will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Donatoni. Now it's Lopez. Fermin. Lopez with the cross. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Zanetti. Belletti. Knocks it into space. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Zanetti. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Belletti. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Fermin. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk. Shawlinton. And Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in, and he was alert to it.
Oakland Roots really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's going for goal! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Cross to the back post. Terrific header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Linton, and it's Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Dani Olmo. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi plays it short. Lofted in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. 75 minutes played. Looking to play him in. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well played. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ball driven towards... Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Mateus. Number 19, Jolinton. Coming on the field, number 6, Dani Olmo. Number 8, De Bruyne.
Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Decent enough try. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and it's made its way to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Belletti. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Zanetti. Adams. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over.
Barcelona.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Barcelona are down to 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number
So a couple of
21,
front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
That's an excellent interception. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent years.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta, and this is back, and the shot! That's really well cleared. Rice. And this is... and Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. McAllister gets across to intercept that. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Batistuta. Over to the left. Joelinton. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Delivery from Mbappe. Can he get it through? And he's there to belt it away. And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's made its way to him. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Shapes to shoot! Looking for the run. And it's Rice. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. Upamecano. Rice. And it's Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister. For Joelinton. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Upamecano. And it's Kimmich. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. And that's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Out towards the flank. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Shot a goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Mateus plays a sharp little ball here. Rice driving forward, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's picked his way through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Batistuta.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now, can they get him away? Batistuta, that is a brilliant interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Al-Kubasi does really well there, strong defending. Good ball, good take. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. McAllister. And that's been won straight back. And it's Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he is going into that little black book. Upamecano. That's an excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it for... Oh no, this does not look good. A noticeable change in the approach to defending. And the shot! Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Messi. Oh, it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. And the shots! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely weighted ball. Upamecano did well to stay calm there. Now it's Batistuta. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. Mateus. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now that is a hefty challenge. Cleared without complication. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Mateus. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kimmich. Rice. And Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Threads one in. And it's Messi. Messi. Batistuta! Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, nicely intercepted. Just 5 minutes left. Mateus. And it's Messi. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Yehi. Chouameni. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Batistuta. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played into space.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Van Dijk making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Kubasi. Van Dijk. Mateus. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That has been cut short. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's gone for a throw-in. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerard. Palmer. Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's been... Can he finish? Goal! Milan! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That'll be a throw-in.